Let's do this. What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be another will I buy it style of video. Basically, I'm going to be going through all of the newest beauty releases, all of the latest beauty news, giving you guys my thoughts, and of course, asking you guys to comment down below and share your thoughts with me. Now, of course, here on Sophia Sees Beauty, we got to do this with a little bit of a humorous twist. So if there's products that I'm not going to be buying, I'm going to say pass. And if there's products that I'm super into and I think I'm going to buy, then we're going to go yes. So I call this YASS or pass. I just started doing these videos and I had an absolute blast making the first one for you guys about 2 weeks ago. Thank you so much for all of your positive commentary on that. I loved hearing all of your thoughts. Everybody kept it very positive, very constructive. I loved hearing everything that you guys had to say. It really felt like we were all kind of geeking out about makeup together as friends, and even if we didn't agree, we had a nice, a nice juicy debate. So I really want to thank everybody for that. Also, thank you to those of you who pointed out that there is another YouTuber here on the platform named Smoky Glow, and she also does pass or YASS, except I think she calls it YASS or pass. So thank you so much for those of you who brought that up. I didn't know about her and now I am a subscriber, and I love it that there's somebody else that's doing this. I knew I couldn't have been unique. I did watch her last YASS or pass video and she did say that she is a Pisces just like me, and I'm not a horoscope expert, but we are the most psychic of all of the signs. So I feel like we had kind of like a psychic simpatico going on there. We both thought of this idea. I love that. So thank you to those of you who pointed that out. I will link her channel down below so that you guys can follow her and you can also watch her YASS or pass videos. We have so many new beauty releases to talk about in this episode. I was actually going to film this video yesterday, but I waited a day because work was just getting really crazy, and boy, am I glad I waited because a bunch of new things just popped up today. But before we get into that, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sophia and this is my channel, Sophia Sees Beauty, where we talk about all things beauty and luxury. Every single week I upload content on all of the newest luxury beauty releases. I also love to do will I buy it videos, favorites videos, tag videos, even fashion style videos. So if you love beauty, you love makeup, you're a makeup geek like us, you love luxury fashion, etc., then definitely click the subscribe button to join the fam and hit the notification bell to hear about every time I post a new video. All right, guys, I've got my fun mug today. We're ready to talk about some new beauty releases. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I think this was one of my most thumbs up videos last time I posted it, so I was super excited about that. Let's get into it. Now, all of the information that I'm getting from these new releases is coming from a couple of different Instagram accounts. I'm going to be linking those down below. You really should follow them if you are interested in beauty and you have Instagram, so I'm just calling that out right now. Grabbing all of these new releases from Tread Mood, Chic Profile Official, and a couple of other accounts. The first product that I will talk about is actually a product that I already purchased. So yes, we're starting this off on something I already purchased. These are from the brand Cali Ray. You guys would have seen me review some of their products here on my channel. They are a clean beauty brand that was founded by the former founder of Urban Decay. She basically left the brand. She started this new clean beauty brand. It's kind of inspired by like that California lifestyle. And this product is called the Just Add Ray's Universal Translucent Glow Booster Drops. So I actually already bought these. I unboxed these for you on my Instagram this week. So you guys would have heard some of my first impressions. I'm actually wearing the product today. This product is described as a clean bronzing oil for visibly juicy, toned, and satiny skin with a lightweight luminosity that gives a nourishing glow across skin tones and types, non-greasy, non-sticky. Boy, that was a mouthful. I am going to reserve my thoughts on this for my upcoming mini makeup reviews video, or if you guys want a dedicated video on this, definitely let me know. I tried this out yesterday, basically just on my bare face, and then the way that I tested it today is that I mixed it in with the Cali Ray Free Dreaming Skin Tint, and then I applied it to my face. So this is what it looks like with the skin tint. I'm already a fan of the Cali Ray skin tint, so I was just kind of curious, are these glow boosting drops gonna be any good? I don't think that I would agree that they are non-greasy. This is a straight up oil. It is very liquidy, so I'll just tell you guys right off the bat, this isn't like a gel formula. It's not a cream. It is a liquid. It's like straight up pouring oil into your hand and then mixing that into your skin tint or your foundation and putting it on your face. I will also say that these smell very heavily, like it's a very heavy tropical scent. So if you don't like fragrance, you're not going to like this product. But Just want to let you guys know I did buy this. This was a YASS. I'll let you know all of my thoughts in an upcoming video, but this is a new product that has launched from Cali Ray and it is available now, I believe on their website and definitely at Sephora. Next up is a product that I just kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts on. If you care about this launch at all, I know that this channel is a luxury channel. This product, which is from Benefit, I don't really think that Benefit is so much of a luxury brand. It's a little bit more like high-end premium, but what they have launched here are new blushes. So you guys are probably familiar with, like, I don't know, what do they have? Dandelion. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those blushes that come in those little boxes. They also have the Hula bronzer. Well, they are going to be launching new blushes in a couple of different shades. It looks like they have a peach one. They've got a Java colored one. There's a moon colored one. Moon colored? I don't even know what I'm saying here. It's like a plum color. And then they also have a brighter corally shade. Do you guys care about these? Because I think definitely for me, pass. Like, this is a pass. I literally could care less about Benefit, but what I will say is that these do look really pretty. I think that they look beautiful, but this is a pass for me. I mostly just wanted to highlight this in this video because I'm really curious about what you guys are interested in. For me, this packaging is just a little bit too bulky. It reminds me of being in high school. It reminds me of something that I would be really excited about in high school. I don't blame anybody for buying these. They look pretty, but for me, it's just not that exciting. And I'm kind of like, oh, Benefit. Like, I want to see something a little bit new. But that being said, these probably do really well for the brand. They're probably a big seller. And I think that this probably will be a very popular release for the brand, especially with like the more mainstream market. I feel like I'm the last person to comment on this, to be honest, guys. We probably all know by now that Bite Beauty is going to be closing down. I've noticed and I've mentioned to you guys that a lot of their products, even the ones that I think are typically pretty popular that I enjoy, were on sale for quite some time. And then finally the brand did announce that they're going to be closing down. I watched several videos about this, kind of hearing people's thoughts. What was the downfall of the brand? And I would love to hear what you guys think about this. I asked you on my Instagram and a lot of you guys said, you know what, I'm not surprised. Their products had been on sale. But that being said, I didn't think that their products were bad. From the analyses and the commentary that I have heard, it seems like the reason that this brand is closing down and maybe why they didn't do so well is because they decided to reformulate their products. And they decided to do this, which is very expensive, right before the pandemic hit. So it's like they decided to change everything up and then we kind of all hit hard times. It wasn't a really great time to be sort of changing everything up and investing a lot of money in changing up your products, especially your holy grail products. And the main hypothesis that they had, like the strategy that they had going into that, was to make all of their products vegan. So they reformulated the products to make them vegan. And from what I can tell, people just don't like the products as much. They don't like the reformulated versions. They did have some hero products that people loved, like the agave lip mask, which used to have lanolin. They reformulated it without lanolin. Apparently, it's just not as good. And so I think that they lost a lot of their original following. And I also think that maybe they just didn't do a very good job with their research validating their hypothesis. Like, they thought that being vegan was really going to drive people to their brand, and apparently it just didn't. You know, I know a lot of people, they look for cruelty free, they look for vegan, they look for clean beauty, but a lot of times when I ask you guys, does being clean or being vegan, is that a deal breaker for you when buying a brand? And a lot of you guys say no. So I thought that this was a really interesting case study. I feel really bad that they're going away. I thought that they had some good products. That being said, you know, they are a part of sort of a portfolio of other brands, and I think that maybe that portfolio, that parent company decided, we're going to take that money, we're going to take the effort and the talent and reinvest it into maybe some of the other brands that they are managing and see if they could make better use of those funds. So comment down below and let me know what you guys think about Bite Beauty closing. At the end of the day, we will miss you, Bite Beauty. The next product that I want to talk about is a new brush release from Sonia G. These are called the Hinoki set. This is a limited edition set and it includes 2 artisan made brushes with Japanese cypress wood and adorned with an illustration of cranes in flight that symbolize happiness, beauty, and longevity. You guys know that I love Sonia G. She is one of my favorite brands for brushes. I adore the products that she makes. Unfortunately, this is going to be a pass for me. This was super tempting. I love to buy all of these releases, but at the end of the day, I have purchased so many brushes recently. You guys would have seen in my Beautylish gift card event haul, I got some new brushes there. I'm content. Like, I'm content with the brushes. These do look gorgeous though. though. They're two cheek brushes. One of them looks to be a little bit more dense, and then the other one is, which is the one I'm the most interested in, it's kind of like flattened. It almost has that sort of like paw shape to dust on blush very elegantly and gently. I love cheek brushes. I love blush brushes, but I've already recently purchased so many that I just can't justify this purchase. I'm trying to save up money for vacation this summer, guys, so I'm trying to be really careful with what I review. And I also wasn't getting any of you asking me to review this, so this looks really stunning. Did any of you guys pick this up? Comment down below, but for me, it's a pass. Next up, we have a new release from Pat McGrath. This is another version of her Skin Fetish Highlighter Balm Duo color, and this is in the color Extreme Cyber Orchid. So if you guys are not familiar with this product, I have it in another shade. She has maybe like 3 or 4 shades at this point. It's basically like a cheek duo. On one side, you have a cream highlighter, and then on the other side, you have a balm. You basically can kind of like layer them on top of each other. You can use either one or the other. I really like this product. Like I said, I have this in another shade, in more of like one of the champagne shades, and I do really like it. I recently used that in one of the Get Ready With Me videos that I did here on my channel, but I think this is gonna be a pass. I think it's gonna be a pass because I already have one. I really like the color of this. It looks really beautiful. It's kind of like a shimmery, you know, sexy robot kind of lavender shade. I like it. I would recommend somebody pick this up if you don't already have one of these sticks from Pat McGrath, but for me, it's gonna be a pass. Comment down below if you purchased this, what you guys think of it. I think that this is a really smart release, especially because lavender and baby pink, basically any kind of shimmery, frosty, early 2000s inspired kinds of shades are super popular right now. So I think that this is a really great business decision to be launched by Pat McGrath Labs. But for me, just because I have so much of this already, it's going to be a pass. Okay. Here's an interesting launch. If you guys are not familiar with the brand Off-White, this is a luxury fashion brand that was established by Virgil Abloh. Rest in peace, very sad. I'm actually really curious if he was sort of behind these beauty releases. They are launching beauty products. I did notice on Instagram that they've already released some fragrances which look really interesting, and I really like the packaging. I'll put up a photo here so you guys can see. Here on Tread Mood, she is reporting that they are launching these kind of like pigment sticks. So these are going to be called the Off-White Paperwork Imprint Face and Body Solid Pigment. I thought this was really interesting. I wanted to bring it up because I wasn't sure if you guys are sort of tracking on what was going with this new Off-White beauty brand. These look just like, they kind of just look like color sticks. They almost remind me of the color sticks that come from Byredo, something that is multi-purpose. It's basically just cream pigment in a stick. You can use it in a couple of different ways. It's very artistic. It's very almost avant-garde. You can kind of do whatever you want with it. I think that these are cool, and I'm really interested to hear what you guys think of these. The packaging is super cool, if I haven't said that already. I think that for now, this is a pass for me. I know we have a lot of passes in this video. I'm trying to be careful about what I spend my money on right now. But to me, this is once again the kind of thing that I tell myself, don't buy, because every time I buy eyeshadow singles, I consistently end up decluttering the majority of them. I'd like to hear maybe a couple of reviews about this brand and their products. I just don't reach for eyeshadow singles, and I think also because these require a little bit more creativity, it's just something that I'm not going to reach for on an everyday basis. I'm curious to see who the customer for this is, because the Off-White customer is someone that loves really cool streetwear. They are a little bit more like trend driven. They love fashion. They like something a little bit creative. So I think this makes sense from a branding perspective, but I am really curious to see how their beauty line does and who ends up buying this, who ends up reviewing this, and just kind of hearing overall the quality of their products. All right, here's something that I kind of already bought. So these are 2 new releases from Rose Inc. The first product is going to be a cream bronzer, and then the other product is a cream highlight. Creams for summer. Groundbreaking. I know we're getting all of the cream product releases right around this time, which I am here for. The bronzer is called the Solar Infusion Moisturizing Cream Bronzer. I believe this is going to be launching on the 26th of May. By the time this video goes live, I'm pretty sure that this bronzer is already going to have been launched. It's probably going to launch first on Rose Inc. Beauty. It is described as a smoothing cream bronzer that instantly warms the complexion with a soft focused sun-kissed glow. glow, skin radiance, cream to powder formula blurs pores and texture, while vitamin C and E provide powerful antioxidant protection. With all of their products, Rose Inc is definitely going that like it's makeup, but it's skincare kind of route. I don't know how powerful this is as skincare. We've already discussed this in my Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer review, but just so you guys know, that's kind of the vibe that Rose Inc has. This is Rosie Huntington Whiteley's brand. It's a clean beauty brand. I really like their blushes, and so I am going to be picking up this bronzer. I think I want to try it out. I'm really intrigued. I like the look of the bronzers. I like the tone of the bronzers. So I haven't ordered that yet, but it is a YASS. And the other thing that's already a YASS is this other product, which I already mentioned. It is a cream highlighter, and it is called the Solar Radiance Hydrating Cream Highlighter. This is going to be retailing for $30, and it is going to be refillable with the refill costing $18. At the time of me filming this video, these highlighters are available to Rouge members at Sephora, so I did order one of the colors. I think I ordered the color Glancing, the rosy bronze, just kind of like a good like summertime kind of color. I was definitely hesitant whether or not I wanted to pick up these releases, but I'm just so curious if they're any better than what I have. One of you guys said you wanted to see a comparison against these highlighters versus the Westman Atelier cream highlighters, so I am happy to do that comparison. There's a lot of bronzers coming out right now, and I think maybe what I'll do is a bit of like a cream bronzer roundup or new bronzer roundup. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely comment down below and let me know. I really just want to compare this against the new Charlotte Tilbury, compare it against the new Say bronzer that I just picked up this week. So these are both YASS for me. I like Rose Inc and I'm excited to try out these products. I can already tell this is going to be a super long video because I have so many more releases to go through. If you guys are still watching, hit me up with the emoji that looks like this in the comments. Hit me up with this emoji, whatever comment you leave, so that I know that you're still watching. We are still on trend mood, by the way, and we have a new exciting lip release from Fenty Beauty. These are the new Poutsicle Hydrating Lip Stains. This is a yes! If you guys recently watched my updates video, I was talking about the Dior lip tints, and what I was saying in that video is that while I do like those products, I do kind of wish they had a little bit more of a stain. I like OG lip stains, something that gives you exactly what this will do, that popsicle lip. I love it. I don't know what colors I'm going to get yet, but I am going to be picking this up. It says coming soon on the Fenty website and Sephora, and it says that these are available now in Europe. So lucky you guys who live in Europe. If you have picked these up already, let me know what you think. There's going to be 4 shades, and it says here that it instantly moisturizes the lips with bright vivid shades and a satin finish. So I'm really curious to see if this is actually going to stain the lips or if this is just going to be kind of like, you know, like a light tinted lip gloss, something that you would typically see in kind of the Asian market. We see a lot of those sort of lip stains with a little bit of a glossy finish. I'm curious what this is going to be like. Comment down below and let me know if you're interested in these. There hasn't been that much from Fenty Beauty that I've been super excited about. I am obsessed with their skin tint, which they launched last year, but since then I've kind of been like not super excited with any of the launches from Fenty Beauty, so I am going to be trying these. Let me know if you guys want a review. All right, we've got some more beauty news here. One of you guys tagged me in this post and I was so excited. This is actually going to be a new beauty brand that is launching by the makeup artist Isamaya French. Now, if you guys have kind of been following along with the beauty news, she actually recently left as the creative director of Byredo, and she was replaced by another creative director who I'm sure will do a very fabulous job. But I just love Isamaya. If you don't follow her on Instagram, if you love sort of really creative, especially very theatrical type of looks, and you just, I don't know, you just love watching very creative people create amazing makeup looks, you definitely should follow her. I know that she has a background in dance, and then that kind of led to theatrical makeup, and then she sort of eventually found her way into being like a celebrity makeup artist. And so I'm super excited to see what she comes out with this brand. So far, all we are seeing is kind of like little teaser videos and clips, and just, you know, I'll put some clips up here so you guys can see what the vibe of the brand is. She's definitely very edgy. Like I said a million times, she's very creative. I'm curious to see what she releases. releases. With Byredo, I thought it was a good straddle between very creative and different, but also for the most part pretty wearable and also very luxurious. So whatever she comes out with, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be trying it out. This is a yes, and I'm gonna be reviewing it here for you guys on my channel. But I would love to know, do you follow Isamaya? I'm a huge fangirl. I have a huge girl crush on Isamaya. Are you guys interested in this new brand? Sound off in the comments down below. We have a new release from Makeup by Mario, and this is very interesting to me, and you guys seem to be very intrigued as well. This is a release of a new powder product and then also a new cream product from Mario. Now, the powder product is called the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. It comes in 5 shades. It's gonna retail for $34, and it is described on Sephora as a 3-in-1 powder to perfect, illuminate, and set makeup for a radiant glow with an airbrushed effect on the skin. So basically, this sounds like it's gonna be a glowy setting powder. It says it's gonna have a light coverage with a radiant finish. It says it's a pressed powder. This looks really interesting, but if you guys have been following me, you would know that I really don't use setting powders. Sometimes I'll use a finishing powder, but I really only go towards certain brands. It's not something that I need multiples of. So for me, this Skin Perfector is a pass, but what I am interested in, and I'm just looking at Sephora right now because you actually can view these at Sephora, even though they're not available for purchase yet, you can kind of like see them on the app. This is the cream product, and this is called the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. This comes in 6 shades, and this is the one that I find more interesting. This is described as a 3-in-1 tinted complexion balm that warms and nourishes with sheer coverage to even out the appearance of skin tone. It says that the coverage is going to be light, the finish is radiant, it's a cream formulation, and it says also here, this weightless balm warms tints and visibly evens tone while nourishing skin to transform your complexion. It's a 3-in-1 enhancer that is a solid balm, a skin tint, and a creamy bronzer all in one. So this is really interesting because it's almost like you could buy one shade to be like a skin tint, and then you could buy another shade to be a cream bronzer or maybe a contour. It reminds me a lot of the new product from Danessa Myricks, the Blurring Balm Powder, but it doesn't have any like hyaluronic acid. It doesn't say that it's gonna have a powdery finish. It doesn't say it's gonna absorb oil. I know Danessa's product was talked about very differently, but in a way, with it being a 3-in-1, it does remind me of that product. I told you in my last video that the Danessa Blurring Balm Powder was gonna be a pass for me because it really is designed more for those who want to control oil, if you have more like normal to oily skin. But this one gives me a little bit more intrigue because it doesn't have any ingredients that are sort of red flags for me, although I'm not totally sure like what shade I would get. How would you use this as a skin tint if there's only 6 shades? It says that they're universal. The light shade does look like it might suit me, but would I use this as a skin tint? I'm not really sure. What I'm considering doing here is buying one of the medium shades and testing it out as a cream bronzer and letting you guys what I know about that. Is it a good bronzer? It is a good contour, and then maybe including that in the bronzer roundup video that I mentioned earlier before. So comment down below because a lot of you guys responded to me on Instagram and you said you were intrigued by this. I want to know, do you want a review? Are you thinking of buying this? This is definitely the kind of thing that if I were you, I would watch a review first to get a sense of the shades, the formula, how does it work well as a tint, as a bronzer, etc. So those are my thoughts on that. For now, it's a yes. So this is gonna be coming out soon, but it doesn't say on Instagram or on Sephora what the date is for that. Let's head on over to Chic Profile Official. This is run by Tavia. She's a personal shopper in the beauty space. So if you guys are interested in any of these next products that I'm gonna be talking about, she would be a really great person to DM on Instagram if you're interested in any personal shopping services, because a lot of these luxury products, as we know, they launch in different countries at different times. So I want to call that out. And on her account, she has posted this new product from Westman Atelier, which you guys will know is a brand that I've recently gotten into. I've really enjoyed their Face Trace contour sticks. I like to use it as contour, as a bronzer. I've gotten into their highlighters, their blushes. I really like everything that they have launched so far. And what they've launched now is basically a new setting powder. So this is called the Westman Atelier Vital Press Skincare Powder. It's gonna be retailing for $75, which we're not surprised about. It's a very expensive brand. This is going to be released in a couple of shades called Pink Bubble, Creme, Dune, Translucent, and Cafe. This is described as a skin refining antioxidant veil that sweeps away shine, sets makeup, and protects skin's natural radiant dimension. So similar to like the Rose Ink, Westman Atelier is saying this is going to be a setting powder, but it's also going to have skin loving ingredients. It's like skincare baked into your setting powder. And as I mentioned with the Makeup by Mario, I am not a setting powder kind of person, and this is very expensive. So this is going to be a pass for me. It looks really beautiful. If you are somebody who's interested in setting powder and you want something that has very luxurious packaging and just has a good track record for making really good makeup, then I think you might want to check out this new release from Westman Atelier. So I saw a lot of people posting about it. I know a lot of people are excited for this release. It looks lovely. It's just not a product for me. And for that reason, it's a no for me, dog. Next up is a release that, in the same vein, I have very little interest in, and these are new blushes from La Mercier. These are called the La Mercier Blush Color Infusion. It comes in 3 limited edition shades. It looks like we've got sort of like a nude, a soft rose, and then a little bit of like a deeper rosier pink. These are gonna retail for $32, and I think that these are already available at Sephora, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw these on the site. Now, these look very pretty. I think a lot of you guys are going to be interested in these. I can see a lot of you guys picking this up, and I know a lot of my subscribers like La Mercier, but personally, this just feels like something that isn't new. Doesn't really feel like something that I need to pick up. I'm not excited about it. La Mercier is also a brand that I have relatively little from, not because I don't like the brand or because they don't have good products. I know that they do. Trust me, you guys have told me. I just find this brand to be kind of a snooze fest. I think it's kind of boring. I don't think that I'm necessarily the target market for this brand. I think a lot of their stuff is really beautiful. It is very neutral. It's very basic. That's what La Mercier is like. Bobbi Brown is the same. I feel the same way about Bobbi Brown. Not to say that I would never purchase anything from this brand. I'm just saying this release, I'm not super interested in it. But comment down below. Let me know if you guys have picked these up. Can you sway me? Should I pick these up? It's just for me, for now, this is a pass. I've already picked up so many other blushes and I'm really content with what I have, and there's some other new releases that I'm just a little bit more excited about. So last time we had the passer, yes, we did talk about the new quads that were going to be released from Guerlain, and if you guys subscribe to me, you will know that I already got my hands on one of the quads early in the rose color, and I did a review for you guys. I love the formula. I really like the one that I picked up, but we do have more information about not only these quads, but some new lipsticks that are going to be coming out, and I'm super excited for this. You guys should head on over to Chic Profile Official if you want to see more of the colors from the collection that are going to be released from Guerlain. I'm particularly interested in the Mystic Peacock, and then I believe the other one that I want is Imperial Moon. So there are more swatches live of those, and those, to my knowledge, are going to be launched, I think, in Europe sometime in July and August, but I don't have any information about when those are going to launch in the US, so we just have to remain patient. In the meantime, I do know that Tavia is selling the Majestic Rose palette that I reviewed for you guys, so definitely get in contact with her if you're interested in grabbing that, since it might take a while to come to the US and Canada. The new things that I want to talk about, though, are these new lipsticks and lipstick cases. So these are called the Rouge G Velvet Metal lipsticks. So it looks like they're going to be launching 6 new shades of the Rouge G lipsticks and this new formula, the Velvet Metal. It seems from the description that it's going to be almost like a slightly metallic finish, and you guys will see in the promo photos that these are going to be coming out with new limited edition lipstick cases. You all know that I love collecting these cases. I'm such a sucker for them, and each of them is going to be inspired by butterflies from Beautiful Butterflies. One of them is inspired by the Morpho butterfly, one by the Aja butterfly, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, and the other one by the Nymph butterfly. So they're all different colors, they're all inspired by different species of butterfly, and this is a yes for me, not only because these cases are so beautiful, but because I want to try out this new formula. I love the Rouge G. It also says that they're going to be coming out with 3 new shades of the Rouge G Luxurious Velvet, so we're going to be getting a lot of new lipsticks from Guerlain. We're going to be getting new cases, and the only information I have about launch dates here is that it says it's going to launch in Japan on the 15th of July, which sounds like it's going to be the same for the eyeshadow quads, and it's going to be available on the 12th of July in the boutiques in Japan. So again, don't have any other information about when this is going to launch elsewhere, but I'm super excited for this. I do have faith that this is going to come to the US and Canada and the rest of Europe, but I still wanted to tell you guys about this collection. If I could get anything early, once again, I will try and do that, and I will review it for you all. Comment down below and let me know if you're excited about this new release as I am. We also have some new launches from Suqqu. You guys know that I love Suqqu. We talked about them last time on this channel. I think we talked about their summer collection, which I reviewed for you guys. Now this is going to be their fall 2022 collection. This is what it looks like, and there are a ton of products in this collection. Looks like there's going to be 4 new quads in the signature color eyes. We're going to be getting 2 more melting powder blushes. We've got 3 lip products. We have nail polish. We also have these really cool highlighter sticks, and then we've got some really cool eyeliners as well. We also have 2 of the pure color blushes as well. I forgot to mention that. So this is going to be an absolutely massive collection, and this is a yes from me. I'm definitely going to be picking some stuff up. I'm not going to buy the full collection because I don't want to be broke. Suqqu is expensive, but I am looking forward to reviewing some of this for you guys. I'll probably pick up one of the eyeshadows. Let's be real, I'll probably get all of the blushes. I'd like to try one of these lipsticks, and I want to try one of the highlighter sticks. One of them is like a green color, which is really interesting. It's sort of like a minty green, and I really want to try at least one of the eyeliners. This is going to be launching on the 22nd of July at Selfridges and the 5th of August at Harrods, Cult Beauty, and Liberty of London. 22nd of July? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not ready for fall. I'm just getting into summer. It just got warm here in the Northeast. These brands are killing me. They're just like hitting us up with the new releases. I can't keep up. I really wish that this was launching maybe at the end of August, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain about it. This is a really beautiful collection. One thing that I want to say is I really do appreciate the fact that Suqqu is a little bit more creative with their color stories. Even though their approach to beauty is a little bit more soft and natural, that doesn't mean that everything has to be like brown and pink and champagne. Like, we've got pops of purple here, we've got some pops of green. The blushes are all interesting colors. We have a green toned highlighter stick, we've got like a purpley lipstick, we have again a green nail polish. Like, the eyeliners are really interesting. I just think that this is really interesting. I like that they're consistently giving us something just a little bit different, and I think some of these shades are going to be permanent in the line if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know which ones. So comment down below, let me know if you're interested. What specific from this collection do you want me to review? But for now, this is a huge yes from me. All right, thanks for bearing with me, friends. Now I've left the chattiest part for last. I've left this part for last because I have a lot of thoughts about this product and the whole debacle that's been going on in the beauty community, and this is the new release from Natasha Denona. Let's start off with the product details. Now, Natasha has launched a new concept that's kind of like groundbreaking, a skincare and makeup hybrid. This is nothing new. She's definitely following along with the trends. It makes sense from a business perspective, and this is called the High-Gen Skinglass Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum. This is described as a lightweight primer serum with a silky consistency and a dewy plumping finish. Infuses skin with moisture while balancing oil in the T-zone for an instant glow. This is now available for pre-order, and it's going to retail for $46. Okay, so this is basically like a glowy serum with skincare benefits, and the line, if I'm not mistaken, is called High-Gen, and then I think that this product is called High-Gen Skinglass. And I'm just gonna start off with whether or not this is a pass or yes. The moment I saw this was a pass. Like, I wasn't interested in this at all. It seems like something that I really don't need. I already have skincare. I don't need more primers. This isn't really something that I would go to Natasha Denona for, although I do think that it is kind of like a smart business decision for her to be moving more into this realm, because at this point, my guess is that her money makers are probably her eyeshadow palettes and maybe to some extent her lipsticks. Now, if you guys have been paying attention to beauty news, you will know there is a bit of a controversy with this product. There is another creator on Instagram and on social media. Her name is Noor, and she has a company called Norface. And one of the star products in her brand is called Skinglass by Norface. And it's a little bit of a similar concept. It's kind of like a glowy oil. She's not necessarily marketing it as skincare, but it is a very similar concept. It comes in a couple of different shades. I have a lot of thoughts about this, so I'm reading this here from my notes. Now, when this product from Natasha Denona was announced, she was very, very upset, and she spoke out on Instagram. She said that Natasha Denona stole her concept. It does have the same name, Skinglass. We've got High-Gen Skinglass, and then we've got Skinglass by Norface, or Norface Skinglass, if that makes sense. She was very upset. She called out Natasha Denona for sort of stealing her concept. A lot of her followers and a lot of her fans kind of jumped on the bandwagon and commented on the Natasha Denona posts and all of the marketing materials, saying that they were really disappointed in Natasha Denona and she ripped off this concept. Another thing that was pointed out is that the typeface, like the typography, the font that was on the new Natasha Denona product looked the same, if not very similar to the one on the Norface Skinglass product. Later, Natasha Denona apologized on Instagram. She said that she never intended this, that it was a mistake. She sort of took responsibility for the mistake that her team did. They actually didn't trademark this. I actually don't think either of the brands have this trademark. I think that maybe Noor only has like Skinglass by Norface trademark. The word Skinglass, I don't think it's actually owned or trademarked by anybody. And Natasha was saying that if her team had decided to do that and sort of done a little bit more due diligence, that they would have realized that this already existed. She said, you know, I'm used to being copied as well by a lot of other brands. She knows how that feels. She's also a female entrepreneur. She really didn't mean to do this, so she apologized on Instagram. Now, I want to share my thoughts on this because I thought it was really interesting, and I want to say as well that I'm not choosing sides here. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think about this. There's so much information that I don't have. I can only kind of assume some things. I'm just going off of what I've seen in the public eye and on social media. So on the one hand, my first reaction is that I don't think Skinglass is that unique of a name. I feel like we've heard the word glass skin in the Asian beauty community a lot on a lot of those products. Granted, it's not skin glass, it's glass skin. But my first thought was like, that's not even that unique of a name. I really don't think it is that unique. I don't think it's that creative of a name to come up with. I also don't think that the packaging looks the same at all between these products. I think that they are a similar concept, but they're being marketed slightly differently. I also want to point out that while the fonts are very similar, if you go to the Natasha Denona website and you take a look at their branding, the font on the Natasha Denona product is actually the same as the font that they have on their website. So I do think that it's a little bit of a coincidence that both of these brands have a very similar font. I think honestly, it's just that it's a very simple, modern, like all caps font. You're seeing it on both of their websites. So the whole font thing, I actually don't think was a mistake from Natasha Denona. To me, it looks like they're just using the regular font that they use in all of their branding. I also was trying to put myself in Natasha Denona's shoes. She did make the point in her apology that she's been copied so many times. Not that that is an excuse at all, but I do think it should be recognized that Natasha Denona also is a female entrepreneur and also started her own company. I tried to do some research last night to see if she had any big investors, how big her team was. At this time, I can see that there are 60 employees at her company that are listed at LinkedIn. It's not like she's this huge conglomerate. I don't think, to my knowledge, that she's owned by any kind of private equity firm, any big holding company. They're not owned by like LVMH, anything like that. I wasn't able to find any information about like super big rich investors investing in her company. It could be possible, but I couldn't find anything. And so I do want to call out as well that like Natasha Denona, like she was a small entrepreneur at some time, and so it kind of made me think like I don't really think that she meant to do this. I honestly think that this was a mistake. But at the same time, I can definitely tell why Noor is upset. I think I probably would be upset too, and I would want a response and I would want some answers as to how they came up with this concept. Did they know that her product existed? Which it sounds like the Natasha Denona team is saying that they didn't know that. And Natasha Denona and her team have kind of been known for mess ups before. We've had issues with her products being leaked, and then a lot of times people have posted about those products that they saw posted on Instagram, and they received strikes on their Instagram account, or they were asked to take the information down. So Natasha Denona and her team have messed up before in terms of their marketing. So in a way, I'm not surprised. And at the end of the day, I'm glad that Natasha Denona took ownership of the mistake, because at the end of the day, this is a leadership problem. Like, it's a mistake of leadership. She should be leading her team. I know she probably has a CEO who's doing that, and it's not all Natasha Denona the woman. I'm kind of talking about this like Natasha Denona the company. Like, they should have known about this. How could they not have known, if that makes sense? It's kind of upsetting that they're claiming that they didn't know about this product, because Noor and her product and her site have very good SEO. If you don't know what that means, it stands for search engine optimization. It's basically like when you type something into Google, what are the first things that come up? A couple of days ago when I first heard about this and I typed in Skinglass, she did have the top 4 results on Google. She has very good SEO. If you just type in Skinglass on Google, she comes up. So a very simple Google search would have revealed this. So I don't really know what to think, guys. And then now in my most recent Google searches, what I'm finding is that if you type in Skinglass, you do see Noor and her products at the top, but maybe like the 4th or 5th result is the Sephora link for the Natasha Denona product. So Natasha Denona's product is creeping up a little bit in the SEO and kind of stealing that real estate. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this, guys. Like, did they really mess up that much that they didn't know about it? I kind of believe them. I don't think that they meant to do this. I think they might have thought what I did, which is it's not that unique of a word. It should be fine. We're not going to be ruining with anybody's sales. In fact, all of the products on the North Face site are sold out. I tried to buy some because I'm actually interested in Noor's products more than I am in these Natasha Denona Hygen products, and everything was sold out. So I think at the end of the day, guys, what do I think? It's hard for me to really pick sides, but I think that this is going to benefit the North Face brand. All of her products are sold out. She got a lot more visibility about her products. I do wish that her response was maybe a little bit more positive and a little bit more inquisitive, but I understand why maybe she was freaked out. I understand why she was upset. I would love to hear all of your thoughts down below. Comment, let me know what you think of this. Am I totally off in what I'm saying here? Please correct me if I am. All I ask is that we're all kind and positive and respectful to each other when sharing our opinions about this debacle. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to cover in this week's Pass or Yes. As I mentioned in last week's video, I think I'll probably do this maybe every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. Keep tagging me in any posts for things that you want me to cover on Instagram so that I know, and I will definitely include them in this video. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking with me. I know this is probably going to be a long video because there was so much to cover. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really, really helps me out. I very do much appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button to join the fam. I will also put my Instagram handle up here so you guys can connect with me over there. Instagram is the best place to communicate with me on the reg. That's also where I'm telling you guys about all these products, letting you guys know about the new releases, when they're available for purchase, when they restock, all the good product drops, all of that good stuff. We have so much fun over there, so definitely head on over to Instagram and connect with me over there. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.